how to use meditation to overcome your addiction. And meditation as a tool, not a religious activity or some kind of spiritual thing. You can use meditation to control yourself, to take control over your brain and be successful to overcome your addiction. Now, this is YouTube channel where I train brains to become addiction free. It's called Break Free Addiction. Make sure that you subscribe right now so that I can train your brain to quit your addiction. Today's video I want to explain what is meditation and how to actually use it, and I'm gonna give you practical technical tips on how to meditate and how to use it for your own good. What is meditation? Meditation, think of it like a tool where you force yourself, let's say you force your brain to become into the present moment. And what does it mean? We in everyday lives, we are caught up thinking too much about either past or the future, while everything we experience is happening in the moment, in the now. It's happening right now when you're listening to this video. It didn't happen yesterday, not tomorrow, but right now. Your life is happening now. But we are caught up, of course, because we have to plan many things, we have to judge many things, and yes, it helps us to live in general, to think, of course. But in many cases, this becomes compulsive thinking. And if you have an addict type of brain, which I already talked about in the previous video, this can be a big issue for you. Why? Because you can get caught up on thinking too much and forgetting the present moment and forgetting to actually enjoy life. And that's why you're too much in your head, having problems, judging people, being a victim, and thinking all the time is so tiring. It consumes a lot of energy, okay? And that's why you have so much problems in your brain, judging everything, and you want to run away from them. And what do? You smoke, or you drink alcohol, you go to parties, you search for outside stimulus, so you stop thinking and enjoying life, right? You call this enjoyment of life. Well, there is a tool called meditation that you can use and become into the present moment without drinking. So you can actually, let's say, shut down your thinking and become in the present moment without drinking alcohol, without smoking cigarette, without eating sugary foods, because that also serves the same reason. One another good benefit meditation has is that not only it makes you be in the present moment, but it also teaches you who you actually are. Because you see, many times we think that we are our mind, because that's our thinker. Whoever thinks inside your brain, you think that that's you. But in reality, that's not only who you are. That's just part of yourself. Okay, your whole body, not only the mind, but the body, your heart, your soul, and everything together. But many people mix this up and they think that they are the brain. Okay, I'm smart, I'm thinking, I'm this, I'm that, my name is that. These are all taught up based on the environment you live in. They told you that you were born in United States and you're American, but in reality that's just made up thing in your brain. You're not really American or Canadian or whatever, but you are you. Just born in that territory doesn't make you anything. Okay, this is just a labeling things, and that's not who you are. Your true self is inside you, and when you meditate, that teaches you who you actually are. Okay, so it's a very, very important and beneficial tool to explore yourself. Your subconscious brain And that is very important in addiction, because sometimes you don't know what's your problem. And as you know, in addiction, you have some problem that you're running away from. Okay, and meditation helps you to become present moment, to learn yourself and uncover your subconscious mind and understand yourself better, let's so to say it. Now, how to actually meditate and what are the best ways? There are many different ways, and I don't want to scare you that you have to sit down in a empty room. It's preferable that you sit in an empty room, but it can be done actually anywhere in the street. Right now I can meditate too. Okay, it's advisable to sit in a room only because when you want to uncover your subconscious mind, it's better so that you don't have distractions. Okay, your phone is not ringing, some stranger doesn't look at you and distract you, or all of those things. But in order to become present moment, you don't need to be in the room. Okay, since you have an addiction, we could use this to help us to understand meditation. Okay, because in the beginning it will be a little bit hard to actually understand what does it mean to become in the present moment and how do I learn myself from it. Okay, so let's use your addiction. In this video I will give an example of smoking, but it could be any other addiction, of course. So just feel free to substitute with some other addiction. Now let's say you're smoking. Now, I don't want you to quit smoking and then meditate. I want you to try quitting smoking, but you actually don't quit because you know that you're gonna smoke again. Basically what I want you to do is this. Try to not smoke for a couple of hours, and when you feel the craving and you really want to smoke, that's the moment when we will explore meditation. I want you to don't touch cigarette, and in that moment when you feel the craving, go to the room where there is no distraction. Doesn't matter, it can be bathroom too. And really I want you to observe your body, not your mind. What are you thinking about? It's also good to observe your mind in that moment, but just look at the sensations. What do you feel in that very moment when you have cravings? I want you to just pay attention, so to say, what's going on in your body, and do that for 5-10 minutes. I know it will be so difficult, maybe 5 minutes is even too much. In the beginning, start it with a minute or two. That observe yourself when you have cravings, okay? And then come out and you can smoke. What it's gonna do is that in the moment when you have cravings and you're observing your body, it brings your attention into the present moment and makes you stop thinking. That's the point of meditation, but it will be difficult. As with everything else, you will need to train yourself to, first of all, understand meditation, and second of all, to be able to meditate. Because yes, it's easy, but it could be hard to meditate too for some people. So that's how you understand and teach yourself to meditate, by observing the thoughts and the body and your feelings, what's going on inside yourself. Okay, this is the first step for if you're a beginner and you've never meditated. That would be my advice, that you sit down, or you can stand, doesn't matter, just observe yourself, what's going on. Okay, your goal in the beginning will be to discover yourself. So when you sit in a quiet room and start observing yourself, observing your thoughts and your feelings mostly, and your sensations in your body, you will discover yourself. But in the beginning it will be, of course, very confusing. Your mind will try to question things and try to logically understand it. But of course the whole point of meditation is to quit the logical part of the thinking and become into your body and into your feelings, and then of course you will discover yourself by feeling and experiencing actual aliveness inside yourself. So that's the whole point. Start meditating whenever you have craving with your addiction. Go to the quiet room every single day. Do this. If you have alcohol addiction and you drink, I don't know, every other 2 days later, whenever you feel the urge to get your addiction, then I want you to meditate for 5 minutes, and slowly you will increase the amount of time that you meditate, okay? Because it will get easier to observe yourself and you're gonna feel amazing. And the good part is that slowly over the time of practicing meditation, you will be able to really start feeling what's going on in yourself, really discovering yourself, and slowly it will become so much easier to quit your addiction. It will be like a magical thing. When I quit smoking, I was extremely excited about quitting. I was not like many people are struggling and using willpower to quit and after a year start again. I know that I will never smoke again because I discovered my actual subconscious problem, and I quit smoking with addressing the underlying cause of my addiction, which was causing to get me addicted to many other things too, not only smoking. So when you start practicing meditation, do it over the time. Like I would say 6 months is a good period. Slowly you will understand, but give it a try, give yourself a try. Now, I'm not a professional teacher who can teach how to meditate, but there are books about this and I will link it in the description to make it easier to understand meditation. Basically, yeah. So make sure that you subscribe on this YouTube channel because I'm gonna make more videos about this subject of addiction and how to break your addiction. Also like this video and comment below if you have any questions. Share it with your friends, and as always, see you in the next video.